Hello everyone, this is Shiba Bansode here. In my last presentations, we learn about inclusion, meaning of inclusive education, definition, concept, nature, importance, needs, types of inclusive schools, that is integrated, mainstream, special and inclusive, which belongs to course 203, that is school and inclusive school. Today we will learn in detail about national policies and programs of inclusive education in India. So, Sargent Report in 1944, Central Advisory Board of Education Report, John Sargent, who was the British Chief Education Advisor, observed that Indian government had not done much for education of disabled people. So, in that report they recommended the provision for the disabled should form an essential part of a national system of education and should be administered by Education Department. 10% of budget for basic and high schools had been set aside for education services for the disabled people. So in 1944, John Sargent thought that Indian government had not done much for disabled. He made the Sargent Report for that in 1944. After that, the Indian Education Commission in 1964-66, which is the first statutory body to suggest that the education of handicapped children has to be organized not merely on humanitarian grounds but also on grounds of utility. So, in Indian Education Commission in 1964, they focuses on the utility facilities about or for the disabled people for that education purposes. The commission observed that although the Indian Constitution had issued specific directives about compulsory education for all, including children with disabilities, very little had been done in this regard. So emphasize that the education of children with disability should be an inseparable part of the general education system. The commission felt that services for children with disabilities extremely inadequate and recommended the adoption of a dual approach, namely the provision of special as well as integrated to improve the situation. So, in 1964-66, the commission decided for the dual approach, which were integrated education and special education. The commission also specifically emphasized the importance of integrated education in meeting this target, as it is cost effective and useful in developing mutual understanding between children with and without disability. So, special education as we see or integrated education as we see, the cost effective but useful in developing the understanding between with and without disability. National Education Policy 1968 follows the 1964-66 Commission. Recommendations suggested the expansion of education facilities for physically and mentally handicapped children and the development of integrated programs enabling handicapped children to study in a regular school. So, National Policy Education 1968 decided or recommended that all physically and mentally handicapped children should be or enabled in a regular school or get education in regular school with normal children. Integrated Education for Disabled Children IEDC 1974, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India initiated the IEDC, that is Integrated Education for Disabled Children, program to promote the integration of students with mild to moderate disability into regular school. So, in this IEDC, the Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry had decided that mild to moderate disability children get education into regular school. Children were to be provided financial support for books, stationery, school uniforms, transport, special equipment and aids. The state government were provided 50% of financial assistance to implement this program in regular school. International Year of Disabled Person IYD in 1991, the United Nations declared in 1991 as International Year of Disabled Person. full participation with equality was the underlining theme of this program. So, International Year of Disabled Person is all about participation with equality. India's response to UN declaration was the development of National Plan of Education (NPA) to provide comprehensive services for persons with disability. National policies on education in 1986-92 emphasized that whenever feasible, the education of children with motor handicaps and other mild disabilities should be provided in regular school. So, in 1986 or 92, the national policy recommended that children with motor handicap or mild disability get education in regular school or provided education in regular school. Stress the special school with hostels will be provided. As far as possible, a district headquarters for severely handicapped children or provided the opportunity for hostel services. More emphasized or more stressed national policy of education is district headquarters possibly provided hostels for severely handicapped children. Adequate arrangement will be made to give vocational training to the disabled. According to National Policy on Education 1986-92, the trainings or vocational trainings would be provided for the disabled person. Teachers training, adequate arrangement will be made to give vocational training to the disabled. According to national policy, they recommended vocational training is must for the disabled person. Teachers training programs will be reoriented in a particular for teachers of primary classes to deal with the special difficulties of handicapped children. National policies recommend that need of reorientation or particular reorientation of teachers for handling the handicapped children at primary level to deal with the difficulties of special needs children. Program of action in 1992, National Policy of Education was modified. Program of action was chalked out in 1992. Ambitious commitment for universal enrollment by the end of 9th plan for both categories of children. Those who could be educated in general primary school and those who required education in special school or special classes in general school. So, these are the recommendation of Program of Action 1992. Integrated education for the disabled children revised in 1986, 1989 and 1992. Department of Social Welfare, Government of India launched the centrally sponsored scheme of integrated education for disabled children in 1974 with 100% central assistance. So, integrated education for the disabled children, government assists the 100% central assistance to the disabled children. The scheme provided funding for rehabilitation, aids and equipment, educational material, training of resource teachers, establishment of preschools and parents counseling centers, transport allowance, removal of architectural barriers in school building. The scheme support to provide educational opportunities for children with disabilities in common school. So, main aim of integrated education for disabled children was to provide the educational opportunities for children with disability in common school and provided them funding for each and every facilities they acquired or they need. United Nations World Conference on Special Education in 1994. Salamanca, Spain in 1994, representatives of more than 92 countries including India participated in that conference. All participants adopted the Salamanca Statement, which proposed the children with special educational needs must have access to regular school. United Nations World Conference on Special Education in 1994. In that conference, they had recommended that all the special children must have access to regular school. The National Policy for Persons with Disabilities in 1995 or 2006. The focus of the policy shall be on the following heads: prevention of disabilities, rehabilitation measures, physical rehabilitation strategies, early detection and intervention, counseling and medical rehabilitation, assistive devices, development of rehabilitation professionals, education for persons with disability. So, in national policy for persons with disabilities focused on prevention of disabilities, they provide the rehabilitation centers for that, early detection and intervention facilities they provided, counseling and medical rehabilitation provided or recommended in that policy. Assistive devices play a very important role in special needs children's life. So, they recommended the assistive devices. Development of rehabilitation professionals means development regarding the teaching, regarding their assistance. So, they provided the development of rehabilitation of professionals and education. Most important part of this policy is education for person with disability. Economic rehabilitation of person with disability, employment in government establishments, wages employment in private sector, self-employment. So, in PWD, Person with Disability Act in 1995 or 2006, economic rehabilitation of person with disabilities, and they provided the guideline or opportunities for employment on wages or government establishment or private sector or self-employment. Women with disabilities, children with disabilities, barrier-free environment, issue of disability certificates, social security, promotion of non-governmental organization. So, these are the measures which recommended or included in the Person with Disability Act 1995-2006. Project Integrated Education for the Disabled People, PIED. The NCERT implemented PIED during 1986 with the financial support from UNICEF. Provided support for the development of instructional material, training of personnel, mobilizing community support, training of parents, and coordination of project in remote and rural areas and difficult places. Project Integrated Education for Disabled People focused on the community support, training of parents, and coordination of the project to remote and rural areas and difficult places. It also extended support for identification and assessment of children with disabilities, establishment of resource rooms, provision of aids and appliances, allowances for children with disabilities. District Primary Education Program, that is DPEP, envisages following measures, that is providing all children including children with disability with access to primary education either in the formal system or through non-formal education program. So, DPEP recommended that all children should get education. Facilitation accesses for disadvantaged groups such as girls, socially backward communities, and children with disabilities. So, in this DPEP, they provided guideline for access of education for all backward classes or deprived section. Improving effectiveness of education through training of teachers, improvement of learning material, and upgrading of infrastructure facilities. In DPEP, they recommended about the upgrading of infrastructure facilities as per the special needs or as per the special learner, and teachers training programs for innovation in learning, or recommended the improvement of learning materials. Appointments of special teachers at district and cluster level for providing support services to class teacher. Provision of assistive devices and educational devices to the children, means provision of involvement of expert in disability development in the state coordination committee. Involvement of expert in disability development in the state coordination committee. Orientation of master trainers at the state and district level in respect of educational needs of children with disabilities. DPEP is an excellent and bold step towards promotion of inclusive education for children with disabilities. Action Plan for Children and Youth with Disabilities, IECYD, in 2005. The following framework of action and the list of activities has been developed as a result of initial consultations. The plan covers the inclusion in education of children and young persons with disability. So, IECYD in 2005, they recommended the action plan for the inclusive education for children as well as young persons with disabilities. The different sectors to be covered in this plan are early childhood care education, elementary education, secondary education, higher and technical education, and vocational training. The main objectives of action: to ensure that no child is denied admission in mainstream education, to ensure that every child would have to right to access an Anganwadi school and no child would be turned back on the ground of disabilities, to ensure that mainstream and specialist training institutions swing persons with disability in the government or in the non-government sector, facilitate the growth of a cadre of teacher trained to work within the principles of inclusion. So, main objective of that action was, or the main objectives of the action were: every special child get access in mainstream education, or every child had the right to access Anganwadi schools, and no rejection policies for any ground of disabilities, and ensure the mainstream and specialist training institute and the facilities for teachers, institutions, and all the students and teachers work within the principle of inclusion, to facilitate access of girls with disability and disabled students from rural and remote areas to government hostel. So, government hostels were provided or was provided, government hospital services provided to the disabled girls or students which were belong to rural or remote areas, to provide home based learning for persons severe, multiple and intellectual disabilities. Home based learning system must be provided for intellectual disabilities. Person have severe or multiple or intellectual disabilities, they must have provided the home based learning system. To promote distance education for those who require an individualized pace of learning. So, IEP system promoted who want distance education for those who require an individualized pace of learning. So, individualized pace learning provided to students those who actually require this. To emphasize job training and job oriented vocational trainings, to promote an understanding of the paradigm shift from charity to development through a major awareness, motivation and sanitization campaign. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, education for all. For achieving the long cherished goal of universalization of elementary education through a time bound integrated approach in partnership with state. So, this Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is belong to education for all with the help of or with the cooperation of state. The movement promises to change the face of the elementary education sector of the country, assumes to provide useful and quality elementary to all children including those with disabilities in the 6 to 14 years age group by the year 2010. So, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan focuses on the quality elementary education for 6 to 14 years old age group. It makes provision up to ₹1200 per child for integration of disabled children as per specific proposal. So, we learn about the programs and policies of inclusive education. In my next lecture, we will discuss the acts of disabilities. Thank you one and all.